Chances are you may have come across the phrase Midas Touch. In fact, a musical group known as Midnight Stars of the 80s had a hit track known as Midas Touch. What is the origin of Midas Touch? Well, according to Greek mythology, there lived a very wealthy king known as Midas in Phrygia in the 8th century BC. He was a very wealthy king. He had lots of gold coins and yellow gold bars that were stashed away in vaults. And he spent most of his day counting these gold coins. But no matter how he counted or no matter how he accumulated, he was never satisfied. He wanted more. He wished that anything he touches could just turn to gold. Then all of a sudden, a being appeared before him and asked him to make a wish. And he wished that anything he touches would turn to gold. Later that night, he slept, and when he woke up in the morning, he discovered that his bed linen had turned to gold, so also his bed. Alas, he was surprised. Oh, finally, I have my wish granted. In his excitement, he went out of the house, started touching everything. Everything he touched turned to gold. He went outside, touched the garden, touched the leaves, everything he was just touching. The trees, they were all turned into gold. Yellow gold was glistening everywhere. He was so excited. He got tired at some point and went home and sat on his dinner table and decided to have dinner. The moment he touched his spoon, it turned to gold. He picked up a morsel of bread and wanted to put it in his mouth. It turned to gold. He wanted to have a drink of water. The cup and the liquid turned to gold. He screamed in surprise, "Ah, I'm dying of starvation. How do I eat when everything is already turned to gold?" Before he could finish that statement, his only daughter walked into the room and came straight for him and hugged him. And right before his eyes, he watched the daughter transform into a statue of gold. He screamed, "No, I want everything to go back to how they were." And all of a sudden, the being appeared to him again. "Now you're happy, I guess." He said, "No, I am not happy. I am the most miserable of all men. If I could do anything to get my daughter back to that living, loving being I used to know, I'm ready to do it. Please, I don't want this anymore. I want things to go back to how they were." And the being now instructed him to go to a river and bathe in it, then get some water out of that river. And anything he doesn't want to be gold anymore, he should sprinkle the water on it. And that was how he was able to get back some of the things he has already lost. The moral of this story is we shouldn't be greedy. And again, we should learn to be content with what we have. We should learn to appreciate the things we have. And I also want to add, in our pursuit for money and all the things that money can buy, let's also pay attention that we don't lose the things that money can buy. Like what? Like you waking up this morning and being able to see the sky. You waking up this morning and hearing the chirping of the birds. You being able to see the greenery, the trees, the beautiful colors. You being able to admire that beautiful butterfly. Having loving relationships, having wonderful family members that are there for you at all times. We should keep track of all of those things that money can buy. And most importantly, we should learn to be content with what we have. I'm also putting something together for next year, the first month of next year, January. If you're interested in becoming a creative writer, where you're able to put your thoughts, take your thoughts from your head and put them on paper, you want to become a creative writer, you can also do well and send me "I'm interested" on the number you see is a WhatsApp number. So just send me "I'm interested" and I'll pen your name down for what I am preparing for January next year. And apart from that, you also learn how to, these write-ups you've done, how to make them become words, how you can become a good public speaker, how you're able to persuade with your words, how you're able to hold audiences spellbound with your words. You will learn what you need to become a great public speaker. Everybody needs to be good at public speaking. Now, public speaking is something that is very important and is one skill you need to acquire if you want to get ahead in life. If you want to get ahead in business, it could be in your office, you need to acquire that skill. Some people have lots of ideas, but the moment they stand before a crowd, you know what they say about two being a company and three is a crowd. The moment they stand before three people, everything they have in their head disappears. It disappears. But when you go through what I'm packaging for everyone who is interested, you'll discover the things you need to do. And these things are very practicable. These are things you can do. It is not just theory. These are things you can do. I'll walk you through things you need to be doing that will make you a good public speaker. If you're interested, also send me I'm interested on the number you have seen on the screen. Remember, you've got one life. Do make it count and do enjoy your day. Bye.